And we're hearing news that a prayer meet in memory of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's mother, Heeraben Modi, will be held in Gujarat's Vadnagar today. Heeraben had passed away on the 30th of December last year, just a few days ago, at the age of 100 at a hospital in Ahmedabad. And now we're getting news that a prayer meet will be held in memory of Heeraben Modi, who was 100 years old and passed away after being hospitalized at a cardiac hospital in Ahmedabad in Gujarat. And it was indeed a very sad day when news came in, when the entire country woke up to the news of the passing away of Heeraben Modi. And she was 100 years old, and she has always had a very strong and important influence in the Prime Minister's life, as his followers, as all those who know about him are aware. And Priyanka joining us live with more details. Priyanka, a prayer meet in memory of Heeraben to be held today. Give us all the updates that you have. It was indeed a very sad day when we woke up to news of her having passed away just a few days back on Friday.
Well, that's right, Rukma. The news, in fact, of course, words of sadness, and there is a level of somber mood in the people. But obviously, when they come to this Besna, but there is a level of happiness. There is a level of celebration in the terms of Heeraben Modi's life. Speaking about Heeraben Modi's life and celebrating Heeraben Modi's life is today is what it is all about. Because we saw the initial, of course, there is a shock whenever somebody loses somebody, but we do see today that the mood, in fact, has been that Heeraben Modi has lived a long life. She has lived a full life. She has lived for 100 years, and that life is being celebrated here today and remembered here today. That essentially is the mood that we see here. Of course, the family, as ever, being private, they have not really allowed the media to enter. In fact, they will be asking us to leave from here as well. But there are people who are coming here with a lot of smiles on their faces, sad smiles, of course, as well on their faces, where they remember the life and journey of Heeraben Modi, remember what Heeraben Modi really used to stand for, the kind of philosophies, the kind of ethics, the kind of principles that she used to follow and embody. Those are the kind of things that are being remembered here today for Heeraben Modi. Of course, there are bhajans that are being sung inside here at Vadnagar. This is, of course, the hometown of Heeraben Modi and Narendra Modi, where, in fact, he had grown up. And, of course, we also see Heeraben Modi's life being celebrated here in a very unique fashion, in the sense of a lot of older connections of Heeraben Modi, and a lot of older people, in fact, who have been with Heeraben Modi from the beginning, or have also contributed in some way or the other with Narendra Modi as well. So all of those people, in fact, have come here, and they are reminiscing about Heeraben Modi's life, about how she had impacted the Prime Minister's life, how she has impacted everybody that she has gotten in touch with. So, of course, the mood that we had seen earlier, just 2 days ago, when the nation was, in fact, shocked of Heeraben Modi's passing away, because at that time she had been stated to be recovering, and all of a sudden she had passed away as well. So, of course, there was grief. Of course, there is an initial shock, but we do see the undertone of how people are really remembering Heeraben Modi with respect to how they are celebrating Heeraben Modi today, because today is all about that. Today is all about celebrating her life. Today is all about remembering her life, reminiscing about the kind of incidents that Heeraben Modi, in fact, had gone through, the kind of life that she had lived, the kind of impact that she has had on the Prime Minister. And, you know, this kind of a bond is something that we have seen between the Prime Minister and Heeraben Modi as well. In those images that come out time and time again, every time that the Prime Minister, in fact, had come to his home state of Gujarat, we got to see these visuals unfailing unveilingly of Heeraben Modi and the Prime Minister together, sharing some light moments. And of course, these are the images that we had seen. Of course, we also saw the images from 2 days ago when the Prime Minister had carried out the last rites as well. So all of these things are being remembered by the people. All of the life and journey of Heeraben Modi is being remembered by people. Of course, there are saints, there are priests, there are family, there is friends, there are a lot of acquaintances, there are followers, each and everybody who is coming here from far off places, because this is Vadnagar, this is not even Ahmedabad. We do see that this is some odd 2 hours away from Ahmedabad. But we see that people, in fact, have made it a point to come specifically from out of state, have arrived at Ahmedabad and have driven to Vadnagar as well to pay their respects to Heeraben Modi, to remember Heeraben Modi. And all of these things are something that we are sensing in the people who are coming here. The heaviness, really, Rukma, that we had sensed, we had felt 2 days ago has somewhat gone, because people, of course, are, grief-stricken about her passing away, but they also realize that she had lived a full life, and that she had lived over 100 years, and she had lived completely and fully with integrity. And that's exactly what something that people are really remembering about Heeraben Modi, and that really is something that we are seeing being honored about Heeraben Modi at this particular prayer meet as well. In fact, since morning, we had been seeing how prayers were being chanted. In fact, the time is from 9 to 12, and by around in half an hour from now, perhaps we will also see that they will start dispersing the crowd as well. So all of these things, we are getting to you these images from Vadnagar as well. We will be bringing you all of these images of how people are coming